It's a weird thing being pregnant during this whole situation. It really does make it, I think, a little bit more emotional. I know I've had a hard time some nights, but just trying to keep positive and look at the positive things to come out of it. What sound does a Micah make?
Mama, mama.
Is that what Micah says? I thought she said happy day.
Can you say happy day?
Wow, wow.
Happy day.
Happy day. Huh? Say happy day.
Wow, wow.
Wow, wow.
Happy day, friends. Today, this morning has just been filled with a lot of baby animal noises, cleaning, picking up, a little bit of organizing, and really just chilling. We're trying to come up with something to do today, but both Micah and I are not feeling the best. A few days ago, Micah came down with a little bit of a cough, and it's gotten worse over the past 2 days. It's to the point where it's like a legit cough now. And yesterday morning, I woke up with a tickly, scratchy throat. And today it's gotten a little bit worse. And I'm starting to cough a little bit. So with all this going on, I don't know what it is, but I'm just glad I've been distancing myself from other people for almost a week now. And hopefully if we do have the virus that's going around, we haven't spread it to anyone else. Austin's not showing any signs, so I don't know what the deal is, but
Hey, my throat hurts today.
your throat hurts today, for real?
I said that earlier. I'm sorry not to feel good.
Oh man, well,
And I've got a headache.
we're
And my
quarantined.
nose is stuffy.
And he's got a headache and his nose is stuffy. So we all have kind of stuffy noses. Mike has been really snotty, but nobody's had a fever. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on Micah and myself. And now I'll have to keep an eye on Austin too. Just taking everybody's temperature, making sure that we don't develop a fever. So
Personally, I'm
What?
hoping this is the big coronavirus because
really,
I just want to get it over with.
I don't
Jess has
know.
been really scared and worried, and she has good reason to be when she's pregnant. But it would be nice to not have to be worried about us anymore and just have to worry about going out.
Well, as long as it doesn't hit us hard. Like,
Yeah.
my big concern with myself is that I am pregnant, and so far everything I've read, everything doctors said, is that it's not passed on to your baby when you're pregnant. But I mean, what if there's underlying issues that just haven't been seen yet? You know what I mean? I just don't know. So we're just being cautious. But I mean, if we do have it at this point, there's nothing we can do about it. So we're just gonna ride out the storm. But I don't know. I don't feel like it is that, just because it doesn't seem super typical of the symptoms. But everyone seems to be coming out with different symptoms and different ways that it affects them. So we don't know. We're just gonna distance ourselves. I'll probably maybe give the doctor a call a little bit later. None of us seem to be having shortness of breath or anything serious, so it could just be cold. You just don't know.
Could also be allergies.
Could also be allergies. I don't think this is allergies, so for it to hit Micah, then me, then you,
Yeah.
all like that. And my allergies typically aren't like this. I normally get more itchiness than a sore throat. But I was thinking, so Micah the past few days has been a bit whiny, and I'm sure it's because she's not feeling the greatest, but she's also not been trying to talk a whole lot. And it hit me today, well, if her throat is hurting, then yeah, she's not going to want to talk a whole lot. So I think that's maybe why she's not been saying as much as she normally does lately. So I'm glad I finally figured that out, because in my mind I was like, oh gosh, like why is she doing this? But totally makes sense now. Okay, so I just got off the phone with one of the nurses from my doctor's office, and they said that they can give me something for my cough if I need it, but I just told them, you know, it's really not bad at this point. I don't feel like I need anything. I was more so just concerned about if there's anything I need to be aware of, or, you know, just getting some more information. And so they said, yeah, just keep an eye out for a high fever, and call us if symptoms seem to be progressing any worse. So really there's nothing to do other than ride it out. I mean, we actually know somebody who, he hasn't been tested for it, right?
No, they only told him to go in if his breathing.
They only told him to go in if his breathing was getting really bad and he was like having a hard time breathing. But aside from that, he's pretty convinced, and they're pretty convinced that he has it. I'm not gonna name any names, of course. So it's definitely going around the area, definitely spreading. So we're just gonna keep an eye. Speaking of which, I'll do right now, checking my temperature. 97.7, 97.7, and 98.2, 98.1. We're good, no fevers here. Oh wait, I need to check you now. I need to start checking you.
Oh boy, am I happy?
Let's see if you're happy. 97.9.
Yeah, I feel fine.
We're all happy. That's what we call it when it's green. It's happy. We're all happy.
Quick! We gotta operate! We gotta operate!
Gotta
It's getting
get
out
the,
of hand.
get the cooties out.
Gotta get the cooties out. What? No.
You were
don't
just having a blast.
You don't want the cooties out?
You want to keep the cooties?
Since when?
Mama.
Since Mama?
That's what she said.
Do I gotta get Mama?
Oh no, I don't. Please do not tickle me right now. I cannot handle it. Dad got
Your
me.
turn?
Tickle bugs, tickle bugs, tickle bugs.
More? Quick! We gotta operate fast before the cooties get her. Cooties, 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 cooties. Get her, get her, get her, get her.
Oh, you guys are cute. He's gonna get your belly. Boop, 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 boop.
More? You want me to eat your belly? Yes, eat the belly, eat the belly. Say, give them, tell them you want me to eat your belly. You want me to eat your belly? Yeah? No more? Okay.
There's been a lot of tickling going on the past few days. Tickle fights and pillow fights. What are you guys doing to have fun and stay sane during this time? I think one of these days we're gonna have Austin and Micah do my hair. Micah every once in a while likes to just play with my ponytail and stuff. So I think it would be fun for them to do my hair. And depending on how long this lasts, we're gonna have to do a belly cast at some point. What else did we talk about doing? Oh, when it stops raining, I want to take Austin over to the tennis court and kind of teach him how to play tennis a little bit. Oh yeah, we were going to do a little cooking segment with Micah, which I think will be a lot of fun. I've kind of been in the mood to bake lately. Just being stuck inside makes me want to cook more. So I think we're going to make some sort of baked good or something and let Micah really help, which I think will be a blast. But if there's anything that you guys are doing that you could spread some suggestions in the comments for everyone else, that would be fantastic. Boo. Boo. That's kind of how I get up lately, Micah.
Oh, I wanted to touch on two things because I feel like after watching the vlogs, they needed more clarity. So in one of our previous vlogs, the earthquake vlog, we talked about how the trumpet fell out of Moroni's hand on top of the temple. And I feel like that needs expansion because those of you who are not around the LDS or who are not LDS don't know that the trumpet is a symbol for when Moroni, if he
needs to call on God or something?
No, if he
I don't know.
trumpets it or whatever, it means it's the end of the world. So it's really funny and significant that it was knocked out of his hand.
That means it's not the end of the world.
So it's not the end of the world. And
there was a joke going around that said like, God slapped it out of his hand and said, "Not now, Moroni." What was the second thing you wanted to clarify?
And then the second one is
That's that cough I'm telling you guys about.
the reason why that wall was so hard, that paper was so hard to install, is because it had like a 1.5 inch overlap that it needed, and it didn't butt up right next to the previous
so
sheet.
we had to line it up every time instead of so we had to like really line it up every single panel. We couldn't just put the edge next to the other edge because there was about a 1.5 inch overlap. But I am just loving the way it looks. I just think it looks so cute, and it just makes her room feel a lot brighter and a lot more like a little girl's room. And especially once we get the crib and rocking chair out of here, it will totally feel like a little girl's room. She's growing up, guys. She's growing up right before our eyes.
You gonna go clean that wall?
Wait, which wall are you cleaning? Don't clean your new wall with a dirty rag. Come clean this wall with me. There's spots. Come clean it. Help me clean, help me clean. Rub it against the wall, clean, clean, clean. It's family cleaning time. You know those baseboards that everyone talked about wanting to clean over the holidays? We're doing it now.
I don't think that box is big enough for you to sit in there, Micah.
Oh, she'll make it work.
But you can try.
Go ahead, get in your box.
If it fits, it sits.
If it fits, it sits. Let's see if it fits. Go ahead, give it a try. Sit down. You know those pictures of like cats trying to fit in ridiculous things?
Yep.
That's what this is. Our walls are gonna look so good and brand new after this. Like they've got a fresh coat of paint.
They already look a million times better.
I know, these things are filthy.
Some of you guys may recall back when Maple's ears were splitting and bleeding, and you can only imagine if the dog's ears are bleeding and shaking their head what that will do to your walls. So that is what we are cleaning right now. It's a little embarrassing to admit that it's taken this long, but to be honest, we have kept up multiple times. Like this last time wasn't the first time Maple's ears have split and done that. So it's been something that we've been needing to do, and I'm finally very happy to say that we are cleaning our walls, and we are hopefully never going to ever have to do that ever again. Huh, Maple?
Your medicine is working.
Your medicine is working, and your ears are looking fabulous, like normal ears.
Back on it. Did you notice how quickly the hair grew back?
Yeah.
She tricked you.
She charged me. Whoa.
This was the game they were playing for a long time. Whatever game this is. Aw, that came out of nowhere when she charged you the first time.
Cute.
Whoa. Now close her in with your legs.
I love you. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Cuties.
I love you.
You seem like you're in a pretty good mood right now.
This is my favorite game ever. I don't even know what we're playing. Oh. Wow.
Well, we've been asked a few times over the past few days, and one again today on my Instagram story. So we figured we'd kind of sit down and address the concern. A few of you have been asking how we feel about this whole situation, knowing that we're going to be giving birth to a new baby in the next month and 20 days. It's only 50 days until the due date, and really, if the baby comes early, which I'm kind of thinking she will, it could even be in a month or 5 weeks from now. There's really no way of knowing, but we just kind of wanted to sit down and address some of our concerns. I'm trying to find the positivity in all of this, and where's Micah?
She's entertaining herself.
Is she?
We'll find out. Sorry, that burp stunk.
So I think my biggest concern with all this is just that it's kind of still very unknown right now, and the fact that Utah is getting worse and we don't know when it will peak. My biggest concern is that it will peak when we're giving birth, you know what I mean, like a month from now. I don't think it'll be that long, but having to go into the hospital, go out into the world and deliver a baby when everything is at its worst is, I think, my biggest concern. Also, whoever will be caring for Micah. We've been doing a really good job, I feel, minus whatever cough I'm getting right now. I don't know, maybe we haven't done a good job. But I feel like we've been doing a really good job isolating ourselves and trying to avoid this as much as we can. But the family that we have around here that would be watching Micah if I were to go into labor still has to go to work, and that puts the risk a lot higher, not only for Micah to get it, but then eventually when Austin and I come back from the hospital, for us and the new baby to get it. So that's a big, maybe even a bigger concern of mine at this point, because that's not anything that we can avoid.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to have to watch Micah. We can't take her into the hospital because of the strict restrictions that they've put on visitors. Nobody under 18 can visit, and I don't know if anyone other than Austin can be in the delivery room or come visit us while we're in the hospital.
Yeah.
Which kind of breaks my heart a little bit. Micah won't be able to visit us in the hospital, but I mean, that's just, it is what it is right now. There's nothing we can do about that. So Micah will just meet the baby when we come back home, unless everything blows over by then, which would be wonderful.
Yeah, I don't know if really it's ever going to blow over. I feel like this is going to be a thing that's going to be a thing for a long time. It's just at some point we are just going to have to get back to regular life, and it's just going to be a thing that's going to be floating around kind of like the flu. I think right now the biggest concern is just easing the volume of people hospitalized.
Yeah, that's the biggest concern right now.
And so maybe it will still be as strict. I don't know when we go into delivery. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no way of knowing what the delivery will be like right now. I don't know. There's just a lot of unknowns, and I think that's my biggest concern with this, is that I don't really know what to expect. Once we bring the baby home, I feel like we'll be in our safe zone again, depending on how this all is. I don't know if we'll be allowing visitors or not. Like, it's all still up in the air, just because it's, like we said, again and again, unknown.
But it's so far out that right now I feel like worrying is just counterproductive.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, probably a month at the very earliest is when this baby will get here. And that's a long time from now.
Yeah.
As long as people are following the rules that they should be following, hopefully this will be on the downward trend.
We're just trying to remain positive and look at the bright things in life and focus on what's important, and just, you know, if we're house ridden the next, 60 days.
We will be for definitely 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, say baby comes in a month and we're quarantined for a month, and then baby gets here and we're quarantined for another month, that's just something
That's
that
how it goes. We'll have
just the hand
plenty of time with baby to just cuddle and bond, and that's one of the bright things about it, I guess.
And put on a dad bod.
No, we're gonna be healthy. We're gonna get healthy.
I don't know. We've been trying.
I feel like I've been doing a good job. I feel like you've been doing a good job too.
Yeah, eating but not working out.
Well, you can ease back into it.
You want to do some workout right now, Micah? Want to do some squats?
You want to do squats?
You want to do squats?
Let's do squats.
I love her slow.
You love squatting. Let's see your squat. Squat. Wow,
Whoa.
Good one. That one almost had a jump to it.
Here, come on over here where it's safe.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, squat. Oh, that one had a jump to it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, squat.
Down and
squat.
up, and down and up, and down and up. Good job.
Good job. Got to use your booty, huh?
I've been doing some easy workouts at home ever since we've been in home. And Mike has kind of been catching on to some things, I think. She's been starting to touch her toes when I'm stretching and do a little bit of down dog. And then she eventually ends up on her belly on the floor. But it's been fun watching her kind of do the same things that we're doing. So to all of you moms, especially you new moms who are about to give birth to your first baby, that has to be especially hard. My heart goes out to all of you. It's a weird thing being pregnant during this whole situation. It really does make it, I think, a little bit more emotional. I know I've had a hard time some nights, but just trying to keep positive and look at the positive things to come out of it. So lots of family time, which is always a blessing.
Oh, yeah. And hopefully a new barbecue soon so we can eat delicious food.
I won't be cooking, so yeah, you better.
That's what I'm getting at.
But that all being said, we're trying not to worry. It is what it is, and you can only make the best of it. So we're just doing what we can to stay safe and healthy, and we hope you guys are too.
Stay inside, stay smart, wash your hands.
Do all the good things. Be a good Samaritan. Don't go to a rally where they're welcoming thousands of missionaries.
Gosh, that I'm sure a lot of you have seen that happened in Utah. But we hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Stay tuned. We're gonna try to do some really fun things this week. Another one that we thought of that might be funny would be for me to try on my pre-pregnancy clothes and see how they fit or how they look with my belly. So it'll be fun. But stay tuned for that. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and we hope you have a good week ahead of you. Bye, guys.
You want to say goodbye to him, Micah?
Say bye-bye.
Say bye. Where's my kitty cat hat?
Bye-bye. You look like you're wearing a hard hat. You're going to work.
Go to work right now. Wow!
Bye-bye.
Oh, good job.